Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Lovin Riyadh Show. I'm Rama.
I'm Sarah.
And today is the 29th of October, yes.
2024.
And we have some interesting topics for you today, including 10-year jail term and 30 million riyals fine for tampering with Saudi marine life.
And Saudi virtual hospital sets Guinness World Record for largest virtual healthcare provider.
And Saudi is now standardizing USB Type-C charging ports for all electronics starting the 1st of January.
And Saudi is unlocking ancient secrets through expanded research on mysterious Mustatil stone structures. Starting off with 10-year jail term and 30 million SAR, Saudi Arabian Riyals, learned that just a minute ago, fine for tampering with Saudi marine life. This is our first topic of the day. So, the public prosecution has issued a clear warning. In bold, anyone caught messing with Saudi Arabia's marine environment or water bodies could face serious consequences, including up to 10 years in prison and fines reaching 30 million Saudi riyals.
I personally really like that they're doing this because Saudi has one of the most, the nicest marine environment. I think it really does, and it's known for it, but also I think people don't realize how nice it is.
Yeah.
Like as a diver, like we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
It really is very, very beautiful, and the Red Sea specifically is like known for its rich marine life. So like, why are we ruining it?
So plus Rama's like from a place where there's sea all around. So, and she's a big fan of beaches and like she loves marine life.
Yeah, but I don't, again, like we said last week, I don't like fish.
She doesn't
I just
like
have to
fish.
make that clear. Yeah.
But
I do like to, I feel like I'm fine, but I just don't like them swimming around me.
So if you're Rama's friend, don't take her to dinner with like fish.
No, I like to eat fish.
You don't like to look at
I don't like to
fish.
swim with fish.
Like that's so weird. Like, it's a big part of like the ocean thing.
But it's because when you're swimming and there's fish around you, you can't really see them. So it's
yeah.
like a thing moving around you and you're not really sure.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. That's why when you're diving and you see them in front of you, very clear colors, everything, you're like, it's less scary. It's not scary at all, actually, because you're like, okay, I'm in your world. You know?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's. I imagine it's not like having like to look at a cat in the street. It's not the same thing.
No, it's not. But actually, a lot of divers, speaking on this topic, a lot of divers actually got their license, and like the whole point of them diving is to pick up the trash that they find in the sea.
That's cool.
Because unfortunately, there's so much trash down there, and like they go and dive, and then they have like a special bag where they put the trash that they find, and they're just cleaning up the water. And I think that's amazing. But I think what's better than divers having to do that is
not it having, like working together as a entire
community.
So the new environment law is tough on those who violate marine protection rules. It is designed to safeguard oceans, seas, and other waterways by, cracking down on pollution, chemicals, and waste dumping. So, the penalties can range from 100 million Saudi riyals to 30 million Saudi riyals. I'm bad with numbers, sorry. So, depending on how bad the damage is, and apply to both individuals and companies. I think that means like when some people, or I think some companies dump oil into the sea.
That also, I think so.
Yeah, so I think that is a good point.
But I think the major one is the trash.
Yeah, because
that gets dumped in the sea.
I once saw, like in 2017, like by 2050, plastic will be more than fish in the water, which is disturbing.
That's so sad.
And not in Saudi Arabia, globally,
Globally, yeah.
And that's crazy because like 70% of Earth is just water. Imagine if all that water is like contaminated with like waste. That's a waste.
It's very sad. And there's also there's so much water on Earth. So if we've gotten to that point, then there's a problem,
Yeah. By the way, every time I look at the thing, what is it? What does it call? What do we call it? The Earth.
The thing.
In a picture, I really want to touch the water and I want it to be like bloop bloop.
I get that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway, so Walid Al-Najm, founder of the Weather and Climate Society, called this a major step in boosting environmental awareness in Saudi Arabia. He emphasized that protecting the marine environment is a shared responsibility and strict penalties are key to preventing repeat violations. I think that's what I'm about to say is very basic. But I think when you put penalties, very strict penalties, it's a very good move to prevent other people from taking it easy or taking it oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is samar. So the strict legal framework will help raise awareness and make sure everyone takes environmental laws seriously. These actions come as consequence about environmental damage and climate change grow. With marine life being particularly at risk, the law aims to protect natural resources and ensure their preservation for future generations. Because imagine in 2100? Yeah, that's cool. 2100. Imagine at that time, little mini kids won't be able to see the sea.
Yeah, that would be very sad, honestly.
That would be crazy.
Well, yeah, we won't be here to see it, but
you
for those
know.
future generations.
You never know.
You never know.
Science getting real smart and stuff, I think at some point we're gonna be able to live to 1,000 years.
Maybe. Do you
and
want to?
we can be ancient. No. Yeah. But if it's a possibility,
I'd like to see the sea if that happens, yeah. So I hope that this will improve things.
Inshallah.
So the Saudi Virtual Hospital has set a Guinness World Record for the largest virtual healthcare provider in the world, which is insane. This is maybe our we've gotten so many Guinness World Records just this year. I feel every few weeks I hear about a new Guinness World Record we've gotten. Yeah, and we talk about it. So it's the Saha Virtual Hospital, and it has made history by being the largest virtual healthcare provider globally. And the fact that it's even virtual is crazy, because what do you mean there's a whole hospital that's virtual?
That's crazy.
So basically, this award basically highlighted the key role in revolutionizing healthcare through advanced telemedicine technologies.
Wow, that's a big
So the
word.
hospital is obviously using telemedicine to provide care to everybody in Saudi. But I'm not sure what telemedicine entails.
Yeah.
The actual technology.
Online, I don't know.
It's remote healthcare services.
Yeah.
So basically what they do is they deliver remote healthcare to over 200 hospitals around Saudi.
But it sounds so nice when you say telemedicine. I feel like I'm in the
Yeah,
future.
I think that complicates things, but it's actually just remote healthcare.
Yeah, but
so
the way
it's
you
telemedicine.
say it.
So basically,
comment below how nice Rama's accent is.
When I say telemedicine?
In general, I love your accent. She's very.
Thank you. I
she's
like
got
yours.
Thick vocabularies.
Basically, telemedicine is where this came from. But it just basically means remote services.
Yeah.
And they focus on specialized treatments for rare and complex medical cases. So they're not just handling anything. It's usually for the complex situations.
Yeah.
And by offering these services remotely, the virtual hospital allows patients in remote areas to access high quality medical care without needing to travel long distances. So that's basically the gist of what telemedicine is basically. If you're in a remote area where you don't really have access to a nearby hospital, you can just call. Obviously it's not the same effect as when you're actually in the hospital, but it can still provide a lot of care. They can tell you what to do, how to help yourself, you know what I mean? So it's still better than being left without any access to medicine at all.
Yeah, that's a very good model.
And so we have the biggest one in the world now.
Basically.
And obviously, the leadership in healthcare was praised a lot when they received this award, because they've made this specialized service accessible to every region in the kingdom. So that's every region in the kingdom. Even the vast places where there's not any buildings or civilization, you can still access this if you have a good connection.
But not in the Ruba Khali. I just thought.
Well, yeah, maybe not.
Not in the Ruba Khali.
You need access to either service or Wi-Fi or something.
It's a telemedicine.
And exactly. So they're planning, the Siha Virtual Hospital is planning to expand its services and strengthen partnerships with other healthcare providers. So it's not only going to be 200, healthcare providers, but even more.
Yeah.
And hopefully this milestone is going to be a catalyst for more innovation in healthcare delivery in the country. And I think it's great.
Yeah.
I haven't used it, but I feel like
honestly, it's
nice to know it's there.
Fancy word like telemedicine. I would be saying that the entire
I like how you
day.
fixated on the telemedicine part.
It's nice to the ear, like telemedicine.
It is telemedicine.
You feel educated.
Yep.
Okay, so listen up, Saudi tech lovers. You're gonna love this one. Personally, I won't, but anyways. So Saudi will standardize USB Type-C charging ports for all electronics starting January 1, 2025.
This is great news for me because I really struggle with the Type-C. I can never find the right port for it.
Wait, is the Type-C the one that has like
the
little
new one.
lines? Or like the
the new one that's like smaller.
Hollowed. Oh well, that's bad news to me. But I guess it's great. I don't know. I don't know anything about tech, so take that, with a grain of salt. Anything that I say about my opinion towards this thing, Anyways.
As if I know anything about tech.
Exactly.
But it's not really tech, it's just the Type-C. Like, everybody uses Type-C now.
No.
You don't use Type-C.
So
I'm sure you do.
people use, like, these...
The USB port.
Yeah. Anyways, so get ready because starting on the 1st of January 2025, all your mobile devices in Saudi Arabia will be rocking the USB Type-C charging port. That's right. I'm reading it. Anyway, so no more hunting for different chargers or dealing with the hassle of incompatible tech. That's actually true.
This is what I mean by my point, because I'm always hunting. Basically, even on the plane, for example, you can never find the Type-C.
Yeah.
In there, it's always the USB, and I just don't have USBs anymore.
Okay, so now that makes a lot of sense to me.
I actually really got excited when I heard this
so
news.
like the one that's like on the device itself or like on the...
the cable?
Yeah.
On the end, there's a specific type.
On the end that connects it to my phone.
Connects it to the port. So the port is gonna be Type-C now.
So the port, is it the thing on the wall?
I think so, yes. No, I don't think so. I think yes, it is.
Okay. So the first phase covers everything from mobile phones, tablets, and digital cameras to headphones and portable speakers. Everything.
Oh wait, no, we're talking about not in the wall. We're talking about the actual cable.
Yeah, well. Okay, so get ready for Type-C stuff.
Cable, yeah.
Yeah. So, this awesome change brought to you by the Communication, Space and Technology Commission, CST, that's a tricky word, and the Saudi Standards Metrology and Quality Organization, SASO, is all about making your life easier and saving you some cash. Say goodbye to extra costs for chargers. Hello to faster, high-quality charging and data transfer. Actually, data transfer would be very nice because, like, it's been a while because since we all have like these, airdrop. Anyways,
oh
yeah. So this move is also a win for the planet. I'm gonna read this part with y'all guys because I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder how.
So 3 of us, me, Rama, and y'all. By going for unified charging ports, Saudi is cutting down on electronic waste, helping the environment, and sticking to those cool sustainable development goals, SDGs. Anyways, so CST mentioned before and SASO mentioned before predict that this new standard will mean over 2.2 million fewer charging ports will be used in the kingdom each year. I don't really know what that means.
As in, like, if for example, if you have a different charging port than what you want, you're just gonna throw it away, basically, because we don't all have the same one.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to cut down on that issue.
Yeah.
So you're not always throwing away charging ports.
That's cool.
I think so.
So that's a whole lot of saving.
Yes.
Yeah. Around 170 million Saudi riyals annually to be exact. This aims to reduce nearly 15 tons of electronic waste every year. Talk about making a difference.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah. So the second phase will kick off on April 1st, 20.
26. So in 2 years?
Yeah, basically. No, in 1 year, because like this year is almost...
True, it's almost done. Yeah.
And it will include laptops. So far, tablets, iPads, phones, headphones, but laptops, not yet, on April 2026. So, mark your calendars and get ready for a smoother, greener tech experience. Din, 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 din. That's nice.
So these ancient structures are actually some of the oldest human-made creations in the world, and they're right here in Saudi. They're unique to Saudi, so you can't find them anywhere else. And they date back to 42,000 to 54,000 BC.
Wow.
So at a recent virtual meeting, scientists that deal with archaeologists basically announced plans to intensify excavation efforts at the newly identified Mustatil sites. So they found new ones in the Ha'il region, and they're going to expand their research to kind of uncover more about them, because so far there's not much known about what they are exactly. If you see in the picture, and we'll insert the picture as well. Yeah, they're called Mustatil because they're like in a long line.
Yeah.
And they were used for something from these ancient times, but they still haven't, you need a lot of research, you need money, you need time to figure out what they are exactly.
So are they like prints or like...
No, they're structures. So they were built. So it was built for something. So basically, like, this is supposed to offer a rare glimpse into the lives of ancient societies that once lived in the region. So basically, researchers are gonna explore the environmental factors influencing their construction. So basically, when they actually constructed them, how did it affect the environment? And I think that's gonna lead them to how it was built and like how the local communities lived.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to deepen their understanding of these early civilizations and their adaptation to their surroundings. As we know, I don't know if you know this, but Sarah, I love these things.
Yeah.
And I find it so cool that in Saudi, we actually have all of these ancient structures.
Yeah.
And basically, they've kind of stressed that there's a need to document and preserve these relics. And they're mostly found in northwestern Saudi, so basically the Hal region and like these areas.
Yeah, and in Ula.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
know,
there
you
is
know.
actually.
Yeah, like there's a lot of these prints and stuff. Like I'm not really interested in that, but the way
they're not
you're
prints,
talking
they're
about,
structures.
they look like prints.
It looks like it, but it's like made of stone or something.
Yeah, but
so basically, if you see, they're like the Mustatil part, the long part is.
What's
like
a Mustatil in English?
Straight.
Is it?
Basically, yeah, a straight line.
Oh.
So the long wall, the straight part is the long walls, and then there's like a courtyard in the middle. That's what they found out. So basically, these were used for some kind of reasoning, or like there was some kind of like reason.
There's a reason behind these Mustatils.
Exactly. So the commission will collaborate with global experts to protect these ancient sites, which are going to hopefully shed light on their historical significance. So we're going to find out more about how ancient societies in Saudi lived, hopefully through these mustatils, as they're called.
Damn, wow.
And they've even said that the Heritage Commission themselves have said that this is a critical part of Saudi's heritage.
Yeah.
And I really believe that it is, because the more we find out about ancient societies, the more we know how the culture evolved and how we got to this place in Saudi to begin with.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked a lot today. These were pretty cool topics, you know.
They were.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
Pretty cool. Oh, you're agreeing.
I'm agreeing, yeah.
Yeah, it's like we went from, you know. So, anyways, we'll catch you again next week. Maybe Rama will be with me or not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, because she's got...
It's become a mystery.
Yeah.
Every week I'm somewhere
She's,
new.
you know, around the world.
Yes.
She's a global Rama. Anyways, so catch the podcast on YouTube for the visuals. Visuals?
Yes.
Visuals. Yeah, for the visuals. And listen to it on Podio, Anghami, Apple Podcasts, and, you know, all the streaming...
platforms.
And yes, goodbye, my friends.
Goodbye.